Hey guys, today we're gonna practice an acrobatic skill called a butterfly kick. It's one of the best acrobatics that you can learn at home and practice on your own because it is very low risk. You can fail and be totally fine. It's also very incremental and step by step. So that's why we're doing it, and here's what it looks like. So like always, we're gonna start with a warm up before we get going on anything like this. So go for a little jog or do some bounces in place or some squats, anything to get your blood pumping. Then we'll do some dynamic mobility for your legs because we're gonna get our legs kicking in all kinds of different directions with this. So we're gonna begin with leg swings up and back. You'll do 20 on each side like this. After your leg swings, we'll do a great hip opener called over-unders. So you're gonna imagine you're stepping over something nice and tall, and then you're gonna imagine you're ducking under something a little bit lower, like this. Do 10 overs and 10 unders on each side. Okay, let's get into our progressions for the butterfly kick, or the B kick. Starts off extremely simple. You're just gonna take a slightly wider than hip width stance, and you're gonna jump from one foot to the other, like this. Practice that a few times, and then do the same thing with a little bit more jump. Then you'll do that same thing, but you're going to bend forward. So from that forward fold position like this, you're going to be doing those jumps back and forth, foot to foot, and just trying to, again, add more jump each time. The next progression is to get to our wind up and then dip and lift. So you'll start by twisting away from the direction that you're going to be eventually jumping, like so. From there, you're going to get the dip. So you're going to bring your chest down and low, and then the lift from here is like that. Notice that my leg and my chest rise at the same time, at the same rate, at the same level. That's really important to stay level and parallel to the ground. Practice that sequence slowly a few times until you feel really comfortable with it. Then you'll add it to that jump that we practiced previously. And that's really all there is to it in terms of the progressions for this movement. All you do from here is jump higher, add more power into it, and then as you get more comfortable with the technique, you'll be able to lift up higher off the ground. So a couple of points of technique that are going to be important to keep in mind as you practice. One, make sure that you're looking at the ground through the whole movement. Don't lose sight of the ground. That means you're twisting incorrectly. Work hard to keep your legs straight through the movement. Not only is it going to look better, but it's going to help drive more power and more height into that movement. And lastly, really make sure that you're not lifting your chest too soon or too much. Think about driving that lift with your back leg coming up as opposed to your chest lifting. So you have to kind of drive those up at the same time. But if you think about it being driven by your leg and followed by your chest, that'll help maintain what you want to be in the air, which is parallel to the ground. There you go, there's your challenge for the day. Good luck kicking butterflies. I will see you next week.